YouTube, it's your boy, man. It's that boy, it's that boy, it's that boy. And you know me as Lavinny. Hey, I said it's been a couple of weeks, or a couple of weeks since the last update. I went over to Marissa Starr, the Marissa Starr, got hooked up. She does the comb calls. She does a natural wash or whatever, man. And again, it's been very difficult for me to get with my original loctician, which was, like I said, originally Honey Locks, but then to Maisha at Southern Naps. But I give Coco a shout, but I give Marissa Starr a shout, man. Did a really good job, really quick, and really good at what she does. So anyway, man, I've been in this game now 1 year and roughly 3 months. So it's what, April 3rd, April 4th, something like that. So I'm just letting you look at it, man. It's been about 2 days since I got it done, and if you notice, it was hanging below my ears even before that. But it's real clean. I just got to kind of press back, man. I got to fly out to conduct some business. So I just wanted it to be as presentable as I can make it. I don't know how I'm gonna lay it. You know what I'm saying? Let it stay there, but man, it was real cool. So let me give you the back view. I always have a problem with this, so let me see how I'm gonna do this one. Something like this, maybe. And maybe that's too close. It's hard for me to tell. But I turn and I turn and I turn, and then I give you the side view, okay, and then back around to the front. Back around to the front. Somebody asked me, said, "How do you make your hair shake?" And he had to be teasing me, but it doesn't get too dry, man. And the deal is, we don't do the 30 minutes under the dryer deal. We dry it until the lock is nice and dry, and that's it. So typically 5-10 minutes tops if we're gonna do dryer, and that's it. And again, with natural products, Marissa uses natural products, and she got her game tight, man, in Florida. And it's a whole bunch of brothers from Haiti. A whole bunch of brothers that rock dreads down there, and she learned it the right way, and so she does a good job. Nice story. So shout out to you. Thanks for looking out for your boy. It was on short notice, but anyway, so I just wanted to tell you that. Other thing I wanted to share with you, and I normally don't mix these two, but I will tell you. I had a very very tough week last week. I took a loss, and only those of you who have taken losses before understands what that means. But I took a loss. I've given you a few videos where I've lost family members and friends, but this one was not a death, but it was a loss. And you still go through those 7 stages of grief, regardless. Either you get to acceptance, or you don't. So for me, I took a loss and bounced back. What I'm saying, bounced back, and something. It was actually something Damon Dash said that made me bounce back, and I guess that's odd. But he said, you hustle for the weekend, while I'm out here trying to, teach my kids to own businesses and pass out generational wealth. And that means a lot to me. So, I was stressed, man. My anxiety was up, worried about things I can't control, right? Even Jesus talked about the lilies of the field not having to be worried, right? And again, I ain't trying to preach to you, but so I found myself worrying about things I can't control. Making sure that I got that thing on me. You know what I'm saying, for sure. Making sure it's only certain people that are allowed into my circle, for sure, and making sure I move and talk a certain way. But the reality of the situation is, I think I'm strong enough. I've established a brand. I'm pretty good at what I do. I'm not pretty good. I'm really good at what I do. And what I do is I build people. And I had a person, one of the guys that used to work for me a long time ago, entry level, and now he's a director, and he reached out to me, man, and he just wanted to thank me. And that was not on any I gave him money thing, but he was just like the information that I provided to him early on in his career helped him grow and move quickly. And his last words were, "Man, but you never told me it was this hard." So the last words I'll leave is this: when you accomplish what you consider greatness, because I don't know if I'm great yet. I mean, I have meager success. That's what I always call it. There's people I'm sure that would like to be in my place. There's people that would like to earn what I earn. I'm not rich, so let's kill that and don't put that on your mind. But I've accomplished meager success coming from a background. I mean, but things got put into perspective for me when I was watching the documentary Chicago. I think it was called Chicagoland, and there was this principal, man, and she really cared about the students. And when they were having an exciting week, when they were having something to celebrate, it was that a student that had to cross gain lines didn't get murdered. And man, that resonated so much with me because I've seen things when I was young. I've experienced a lot of things. I was here during the era when, and no offense, but when the Jamaicans were here, when the posses were here, and where people lost their lives over, being $5 short. I've seen and witnessed things of that sort, and I won't go into too much of it, but you know, but what they're experiencing right now, man, in Chirac, Chicago, to you, those of you who don't know, or what they experience in Compton. I got family members in Compton. It's something that it can't be explained, but man, it's a blessing when that demonic or when that spirit, when that evil, when that power passes, and you can live a regular life. Well, but the anxiety, the trauma, the traumatic situations, they don't really part easily. But the one thing that I can tell you that I learned from Dame Dash's interview on the Breakfast Club, I'm not trying to plug them, was, man, there were ways that money was made a long time ago, right? And there were hustles, and we did those things. But now there's a multitude of ways to make money, establish wealth, and there are really no excuses. So I just want to say this because, again, anytime I'm having a bad day, I share that with you because at the end of it, it becomes a positive day for me. But when I experience something bad, I realize that there's someone experiencing something worse. When I thought about that principal's anxiety level, when I thought about that mayor's anxiety level, it lessened my anxiety because I realized that, I'm not having to deal with deaths every single day. Those days are long gone for me. It's another reason why, I'll be honest with you, call me what you want to, but I don't co-sign on a lot of the music today. Obviously, I've told you I've been in the music business. Every now and then you might even hear about me dropping some music, but it's so different than it used to be many years ago because, I've become a little bit more responsible, and I understand that there's some boy, some kid that's hungry, that's going through a situation that I went through, and I shouldn't be feeding him anger. I should be feeding him understanding. I should be feeding him some sort of love, telling him that you can make it through like I made it through to my meager success, and maybe you can become great. So just wanted to leave you with that. Again, started with this, talking about my log journey, 1 year, 3 months into the game, or 15 months, however you want to put it. But man, if you call yourself having a bad day, if your boss gave you a hard time, if your boss's boss gave you a hard time, if you're struggling to pay bills, everybody on the rap station is saying, go trap. This is the trap life, man. The trap life ain't nothing but a trap. We knew that when I was a youngster. When you in there and you holding the shotty, or in these days you holding the K, it's a trap. One way in, one way out, or one way in, two ways out. But you're going to pop by the laws, you're going to get popped by the jack boys, because everybody jealous. But that was one way of making money back then, right? Because that was the only way we can see back in the 80s to make a whole bunch of money real fast. Well, that ain't the case anymore, man. So reevaluate yourself, reevaluate your life, and know your self-worth. So before I go, I just want to say, since I was going through it and I was doubting myself, you may be going through it and doubting yourself. Know your self-worth. Plan your work your plan, and there's something that you were put on this earth for. If it's just you leaving one message to somebody, maybe that helps somebody, but there was something you were here for. So I know this supersedes my dread journey talk, but man, it's your boy Lavinny, and I can't be nothing but real. I'm out, man. Peace.